This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. We begin with breaking news, a silo fire in West Salem. The flames breaking out at 5446 Gills Cooley Road. Fire crews battling the fire and the extreme cold weather. Nobody was hurt. Right now, no word on what caused the fire. And a cold start for some Xcel Energy customers in Chippewa Falls. The power was out for more than 1,500 customers. The cold caused some lines to go down. The outage lasted about 5 hours. Customers near Lake Wissota were impacted the most. And we'll take a live look now. This is at downtown La Crosse. Don't let the sun fool you, though. It is another alert day. If you've been outside, you know how freezing it is out there. The cold hanging on. A warm-up is near. We'll bring in Nicole. She'll tell us more about that.
Yeah, today is our last alert day, but that's the good news. That's the last one for this cold. We are through what was the coldest portion of this Arctic blast, and that was this morning. So we've gotten through the worst of it. It's still going to be chilly today, still holding on to sub-zero temperatures in both La Crosse and Eau Claire, but we are going to be on the warm up all the way through Wednesday afternoon. So here we are with those lows this morning. These are the coldest that we saw throughout this stretch. -16 in La Crosse, -23 in Eau Claire, and those wind chills were even colder. Right now, we're still holding on to very frigid wind chills, most of the area between 15 to 25 below for what that feels like as we go into the afternoon. Again, it's still chilly today, but we will be warmer than we have been the last few days. Some of our highs are actually going to be above zero and stay above zero for the next few hours. Those wind chills, though, staying in the negative teens. The good news is those winds, look, they're out of the south now, so they will begin to funnel in some warmer air as we go into Wednesday. And it could always be worse. Our friends to the south are dealing with a major snowstorm right now. Houston and New Orleans rarely get even 2 inches of snow, so with some reports putting 5 to 8 inches in these locations, it's definitely a big deal for them down there. We do have some snow on the way in our neck of the woods, not looking to see 5 to 8 inches, but we will have a nice dusting as we go into tomorrow morning. I'll be able to break it all down coming up in a little bit.
All right, looking forward to hearing about that. Thank you, Nicole. And La Crosse's Emergency Warming Center is open today if you need that. That is at the Public Library on Main Street. The separate entrance is on the northeast corner. Anyone needing shelter from the cold is welcome. Doors will stay open till 7 tonight. A reminder for you, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find that in the App Store or on Google Play. Happening now in the south and out east. You heard Nicole talking about that. A rare winter storm hitting some states. Sleet and snow showers fell across Houston. Both major airports there suspending flight operations. And in New Orleans, people are bracing for 6 inches of snow. According to FlightAware, more than 1,800 flights were canceled in the U.S. earlier today. And the man accused of selling drugs that led to an overdose death was sentenced this morning. 26-year-old Lathan Foster was found guilty on a felony count of manufacturing and delivering narcotics. Foster was sentenced to 4 years in prison, 3 years of extended supervision, and 5 years probation. He is to have no contact with the victim's family and will pay the state $12,000. Governor Tony Evers will deliver his 2025 State of the State address tomorrow. Evers is set to speak at 7 p.m. for about an hour. His speech will focus on lowering costs for families, education, and mental health resources. The governor will deliver his next budget message February 18th. Marco Rubio was sworn in today as Secretary of State. Vice President J.D. Vance administered the oath. Rubio said Trump's primary priority on the world stage will be furthering the United States' interests. And Vivek Ramaswamy already leaving the Department of Government Efficiency. He's reportedly leaving to launch a run for Ohio governor. Ramaswamy, a wealthy biotech entrepreneur, is from Ohio. His decision to leave DOGE will leave the group in the hands of Elon Musk. Still to come for us at noon, TikTok is back up and running if you haven't noticed, but the social media app might not be free from shutting down in the U.S. quite yet. We'll have those details. And Costco could be seeing its workers on strike next month after a heavy percent say they would walk off the job. We'll tell you what's behind it.
When I'm out in public and people ask me, like, how's the car business and how's Dahl to work for? And I'm a proud team member of Dahl Automotive. Been here 29 years, and I send all my friends and family here, so obviously I know that they're going to be taken care of. And that's why I love working at Dahl Automotive.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up by the fire or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
My reputation is that people know I'm here for them, that I'm not going to guide them to the car that's going to make me the most money. I'm going to guide them to the car that best meets their needs, and they know I'm going to be fair with them. And that's why you should shop Dow Automotive.
Welcome back. President Donald Trump making good on his promise to sign an executive order over the TikTok ban on his first day in office as world political and business leaders gather for an annual conference in Europe. Meanwhile, workers at another major retailer could strike in a couple of weeks if contract negotiations fall through. CBS News' Chanel Call has the latest business news headlines from New York.
Among the flurry of executive orders President Donald Trump signed on his first day back in office was one directing the Justice Department not to enforce a TikTok ban for 2.5 months. The social media app temporarily shut down over the weekend, citing a law that would ban the app on January 19th unless it cut ties with Chinese parent company ByteDance. The law was recently upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court. The order also says Trump's administration will review sensitive intelligence around national security concerns related to TikTok. More than 18,000 Costco workers could walk off the job next month, according to the Teamsters. The union says 85% of its members voted in favor of a strike if there was no agreement on a new contract by January 31st. Workers are demanding better wages and benefits. Costco operates more than 600 warehouses across the U.S. and Puerto Rico. So far, the company has not responded to requests for comment. And the World Economic Forum kicked off in Davos, Switzerland yesterday. The gathering of world business and political leaders is expected to discuss several major topics, including trade, climate change, and artificial intelligence. President Trump is set to address the forum virtually later this week.
Coming up, weight loss medications have seen some big benefits, but there are some hidden risks that we'll take a closer look at. First, a live look at what's happening on Wall Street. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero.
Welcome to the Jennifer Hudson Show. It's a choice I choose every day.
Feel joy. This is joy right here.
This room is just full of love. Let me show you how we do it. I got a few ladies here that you have inspired. You did it! Don't you want to meet those heroes? Come on out here. It feels so good to just be in the presence of his joy.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8.
Welcome back. In your medical news, popular weight loss medications have a lot of health benefits, but also some risks. A study by Washington University said in addition to weight loss, the drugs can lower the risk of Alzheimer's, dementia, even addiction. But the drugs also increase the risk for gastrointestinal, kidney, and pancreas problems. 1 in 8 Americans has taken or is currently taking a weight loss medication. Transgender people with autism receive poorer health care than others. A study by Cambridge University found they were much more likely to have anxiety related to their health care. Overall, trans and autistic people report a worse health care experience than others. These groups also face a much higher risk of suicide. Globally, most people still believe in science. A survey of 68 countries by the University of Zurich found a majority of people see scientists as qualified and honest. More than half of people believe scientists should play a bigger role in public policy. However, in some Western countries, people with right-wing political beliefs had less trust in science than their left-leaning counterparts. As we head to break, we'll take a live look from CityCam 8. Nicole's in next with a look at our forecast.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
At Schwabel, Getz & Sieben, the most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
I am here to say thank you to them to have a law firm to represent me with dignity and honesty.
A huge weight was taken off of our shoulders.
Above and beyond what's expected from your attorney.
They took the worry out of the situation.
I'm so grateful for them. I would highly recommend them to everybody.
Call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben or go to schwabel.com for a free consultation.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you can rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Huga, a calm, comfortable time with people you love. Often enjoyed with a good book, a warm blanket, and a crackling fire. Let La Crosse Fireplace Company help create this feeling in your home. Choose a Heat and Glow fireplace in gas, wood, or pellet. Stay warm and cozy with the Heat and Glow fireplace from La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
News 8 Now Sports.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
I mentioned earlier, thankfully we're out of the coldest of this Arctic blast that we've been having, but today is still going to be on the chillier side. It will actually be one of the warmer days of the past few days that we've had, but definitely still cold out there. Here's our wind chills going into the afternoon. We're not really going to feel too much warmer than this today, but we are going to be staying steady in these types of wind chills, staying in the negative teens throughout most of the rest of the day, and will actually start to rise as we go into the evening. So again, staying steady, but then once we get to around 10, 11 p.m., we'll start to see us kind of lull out again in those negative teens, but actually through the overnight period, we're going to be rising in our temperatures and our wind chills, and by the time you wake up in the morning tomorrow, 8 a.m., most of the area will actually feel like we're sitting above zero. It's going to be the first time we've felt like that in about 3 days now, so it's going to be a nice relief, and we're going to continue to rise even more as we head into the afternoon with our wind chills getting into the teens. Winds do die down a little bit as we go later into the week, so these wind chills really aren't going to be as big of a factor. Also not as big of a factor that we have that warmer air moving in, so wind chills really don't start to become a talking factor, so hopefully we don't have to hear that term again for at least a little while. It's still January and we have to get through February and sometimes even into March in this time of year, and in this neck of the woods, winter can last a little bit longer, but we are out of this cold blast. We do have a nice little look out the warmer air that we have coming in. So tonight, again, we're staying in the single digits, but our lows are actually going to be getting above zero as we go into tomorrow. These highs will be actually getting very close to average. Some of us could even be cracking into the 30s, but again, we do have that light wind out there still, so the wind chills will make it feel a little bit closer to the teens throughout most of the day. Now, we do have some snow chances coming in later. We mentioned that snowstorm down to the south. We're really not looking at amounts that large, but we are looking to see a nice little dusting here and there across the area. So today, we're going to be seeing winds starting to switch to be more southerly as we go into this evening, really funneling up that warmer air that we see going into tonight and into tomorrow. We also have these clouds starting to move in as we go into the evening ahead of that warmer air mass, and that's also going to be bringing some snow flurries. Now, they're really looking to hold off until later into tonight. Here we are around 1 a.m. when areas north of I-94 can start seeing some flurry action. A lot of this snow really stays east of the Mississippi, so of course that's where a lot of the accumulation is going to be, east of the Mississippi. This is that first batch that comes through and lasts for most of the overnight period. As you're waking up in the morning, you could maybe be still seeing a few flurries, but that main batch really moves out of the way after the nighttime ends. We'll continue to see some scattered flurries though as we go throughout the afternoon and into Wednesday evening. Not anything too major, just a couple more light snowflakes out there to add to the accumulation that you'll already find in the morning. Other than that, a lot of that should be finishing up by the evening hours and really should be out of the area as we go into the nighttime. Now, sadly, as we go later into Wednesday, you'll see the winds have shifted to be back out of the north. This is going to be a brief switch, really going to cool us down on Tuesday. Not as cold as we've been for the past few days, but definitely cooler. After that, though, we'll really start to feel that warm up coming as we go into next week. So here we are with these snow amounts, as I said, really staying east of the Mississippi due to that first batch kind of staying east of the Mississippi. Everybody looking around to see 1 to 2 inches, but most of our area should at least pick up a nice dusting, possibly half an inch at the least. So a nice little amount of snowfall, nothing too impactful, but again, even with those smaller amounts, you could see some slick roadways out there as you go into your morning commute. So here's our temperature pattern the last 2 weeks. Again, feels like forever ago, but this time last week we were feeling that first burst of cold of the year. Then we got kind of teased a little bit going into the end of last week, getting nearly 20 degrees above our average highs. Bottomed out the graph here yesterday, and we're probably going to be there again due to these temperatures today. But as we go into tomorrow, very close to our average. There's that quick cool down that we see on Thursday due to that wind shift. Otherwise, we're going to be staying steady near average through the weekend, and then even next week, getting above average, nearly 10 degrees above average. Very similar pattern in Eau Claire. We had that roller coaster. We've been saying roller coaster a lot, but that's really the best way to describe it. Now, as we go, we're staying up and down a now a little bit around average to go into the weekend, but next week really looking nice. A lot of us will be cracking into the 30s and getting above freezing again, which we haven't really had in the last few weeks, it feels like. So tomorrow, high of 27, that's right on the dot with our average for this time of year. A little bit of a colder Thursday, and then our really only snow chance that we have coming up is going to be Wednesday. Maybe some chances for some light flurries that we typically get, but still really missing out on that big snow. We got that one in December. I mean, it's never fun to have a big snow, especially with the road problems that it can cause, but I like to have.
I know, everybody keeps getting snow now. New Orleans, the South,
we're
and
missing out.
Keeps missing us. Yeah, we really are missing out.
It's
but
fun.
I guess we've still got a couple months at least, right?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm sure we'll get our fix, hopefully. Thank you, Nicole. Coming up next for us at noon, First Lady Melania Trump turning some heads yesterday with a now viral custom hat. We'll take a closer look coming up.
Hi, my name is Tom Hammes. I work for Maxwell Whitewater Conditioning. We want all of our customers to be as informed as possible, so we present an agenda at every call that we go to. We present this to the customer so the customer has some idea what to expect when we get there.
Your job title shouldn't define you, but in the job I'm running for, it should. I'm Brad Schimmel, and justice is my life's work. Helping Wisconsin's most vulnerable, stopping elder abuse, taking on human traffickers, putting pedophiles behind bars, and leading the Sexual Assault Kit Initiative, clearing 4,000 backlogged tests so survivors could finally get justice. For me, it's not a title. It's my mission statement.
Get ready for the big game with Spectrum. Welcome more excitement into your home as you enjoy the best TV streaming experience. Spectrum brings your entire family together with the fastest, most reliable internet so everyone can enjoy all the sports and entertainment they love. Cheer on all your favorite players on football's biggest night. With the touch of a button, Spectrum puts you at the center of it all so you never miss a play. Get in the game and save with Spectrum Internet Premier for only $30 per month when bundled, plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-877-959-1722.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Water testing is one of the most important things that we do. And it's really important that we test the water coming into the house before the equipment and after the equipment to see what the equipment is doing and if it's doing the job that they are wanting it to do.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
The low-sitting, wide-brimmed hat hid the First Lady's eyes during the inauguration and also kept others, including the president, at distance. The first couple having to exchange an air kiss with that topper getting in the way. Designer Eric Javit says the wide brim dates back to Victorian times, defining a lady's space.
It was very understated, very elegant, and appropriate. But when she put it on, and I had never seen her wearing it before because I never had direct contact with her in person or anything, I really felt like her presence and her sort of inner grace and beauty really kind of brought the whole thing alive and really became a focal point.
And he says his custom creation was actually the second one he turned out for Mrs. Trump for the inauguration. The first one was destroyed in a recent snowstorm. Stay with us. Nicole is back with the final check of the weather after the break.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
I didn't know it, but my back pain was coming from my feet.
My personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
The Sparta Innovation STEM Academy, recognized as Wisconsin's #1 charter middle school, has open enrollment until March 31st for incoming 6th graders. Enroll now in meaningful applications of science, technology, engineering, and mathematical concepts. The Sparta Innovation STEM Academy, located in Meadowview Middle School, provides a teacher-led, inquiry, problem-based learning environment. Learn more at www.isasparta.com.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
First warn weather on News 8 Now.
Well, if this is any comfort, there's only 39 days left until meteorological spring. You know, I'm usually a big supporter of using meteorological over astronomical because usually it lines up, but March 1st really doesn't ever feel like springtime here, so maybe we should be using the March 20th. I think it's March 20th. Yeah,
I'll
use that for spring. Every other season it's the 1st, though.
Yeah, make an exception this year. That does seem early, but after
maybe
today
we'll get our
and
first
yesterday,
snowstorm March 1st.
We probably will.
Yeah,
It'll come
probably
after.
our luck.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you back here tonight. Until then, enjoy your Tuesday.